Okay, the second reaction today is going to be from a gentleman that I have watched only once prior, Ben of the Week. So he has the goods. Let's see what he got. I went to Dubai. They try to hide.
Richest, most extravagant dreams can become reality.
Dubai has everything. It's a wonderful place. The United Arab Emirates is a wonderful place.
Welcome to Dubai. This is the home of so many amazing things like Dubai chocolate, slavery. To put things into wicked terms,
okay.
Dubai is essentially
that made a turn for the
Emerald
worse.
City. It's portrayed as this glittering utopia.
Okay.
That is until Glinda and Alphaba pull up and realize that the whole place is propaganda and it actually sucks green chode. But I have more than 2 brain cells and I know propaganda when I see it. So I'm gonna go to Dubai so that you don't have to. From the very moment that you board an Emirates flight, you were pretty quickly hit in the face with the realization that you're dealing with a level of wealth that you will never even come close to in your lifetime. During the flight, I snuck from the economy cabin up to the business class cabin, where I noticed that the seats turn into beds and they have like 3-course meals. And then I got a glimpse of something further. I witnessed the first class seats, the ones that are upwards of $50,000, where you get unlimited caviar, your own butler on the plane. The doors closed. You can be butt-ass naked in your airplane seat, digging in your butt with the caviar spoon, and not a single person would notice. When I landed, the baggage collection area, even that was different from like an American airport, where you would be lucky to find like expired talkies in a vending machine. They have like a wine cellar with bottles of wine that are like $2,000 in the baggage claim. I've been outside for 3 minutes.
We gotta go to Dubai, man.
Dripping sweat already.
Hopefully.
Awesome. Now, if you're wondering, Ben, where are you going to stay, Mr. Influencer? You can stay in the $20,000 a night diplomatic 3-bedroom penthouse suite? No. See, when I was just browsing hotels off the beaten path, I came across a place called the Benita Capsule Hotel. And I thought, those are fun. I've stayed in one of those before in Japan. Sign me up. My taxi pulled up to an apartment building with no signs. The lobby didn't really resemble that of any sort of hotel, and I thought I had the wrong address, so I gave Benita a call, and she's like, "No, you got the right spot. Come up to the 4th floor and knock on room 410." And I questioned as I climbed those stairs if in a few hours I would be dead and my organs would be getting scooped out of my body. Also, as I climbed the stairs, I looked at the window and it was like that creepypasta image of the hotel that looks like it's in the back rooms. And eventually I reached room 410. I rang the bell. And I met Benita. Hello. Is this the Benita Hotel?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Passport?
Benita took my passport and warm and kind Call of Duty Warzone. Thank you.
Let me show you the toilet.
Okay. And also, she was kind enough to give me a tour of her own place.
This is the bathroom.
Thank you. That was Benita's tour. The bathroom had notes of sewer gas, bleach, dead animal, and years of feces that
there's no way he actually chose this hotel willingly. No way.
That stunk so bad.
So maybe this won't go over shit, but
Nah, no way he put himself through this.
we have a spoon. I know you were worried. An empty bottle of oil, some mysterious stains on the wall. This is actually 5 stars. This is a 5-star listing. Good night. I woke up to the Muslim call to prayer. I think it is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I might join in, 'cause Lord knows I need to pray right now.
I woke up before dawn because of jet lag and wanted to get, you know, the classic Dubai tourist experience, which is Well, I didn't actually know, because what the fuck do you do in Dubai? So I made my way towards the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and I knew I wasn't gonna be seeing like anything historical. This would be like a culturally enriching trip. Everything just like felt fake and artificial, like even down to the trees just being fake. What the fuck?
I can't believe I'm at ground zero of Rihanna getting projected on the Burj Khalifa.
The Burj
that's
Khalifa's
dope.
entrance was for
I
some
will be on
reason
the Burj
in
Khalifa
a giant shopping
in the
mall
next
that had
20
a
years.
Tim Hortons,
Market.
a skating rink, and a giant
that'll be
aquarium
one
with
of
like
the-
sharks and stingrays
The 10 people.
in the middle of the desert.
one of the
Do
next
not
10
ask
people.
me why or how, but it smells like weed. I'm sure it's like an essential oil or something, but it smells like someone is puffing on the ganja. But I realize that's probably not the case, because they would probably be jailed forever.
I don't particularly enjoy observation decks, partly because I have a giant fear of heights, and also, I just don't trust this building. But you know what they do have at the top of the Burj Khalifa when you visit? Sandwiches with caviar, pastries with gold flakes. It gets to a point where it's like almost comical. It's like at any like piece of real estate that they have, any corner of the earth that they can have a chance to make it seem luxurious and opulent, they throw some caviar, they throw some gold flakes. But
Caviar,
maybe
it
vegan,
seems
I
to be
wasn't hungry for
the
caviar.
de facto
And even if
like
I wasn't
bait
vegan,
or test. I agree.
I'm just not exactly craving having fish come in my mouth, unlike these people. So I walked around the food court and it felt like I was just in America. There was TGI Fridays, Texas Roadhouse, Cheesecake
there we go.
Factory.
Why did they just build another America in the desert thousands of miles away? Unapologetically confident.
What is that?
That's how KFC makes me feel too.
Okay, KFC in Dubai is crazy.
Maybe I can find something joyous out of this place. Maybe this mysterious hand beckoning me towards Dubai chocolate will make me... I haven't even tried it yet. The official Dubai chocolate? Yeah. Wow, so many flavors.
I didn't find anything to eat, but I did go on like a little bit of a side quest because the sun felt like 4,000 lasers beaming down from space directly into my skin. So I went to Sephora to get some sunscreen.
Hello, Dubai. She said that.
And that's when the curtain started to peel back a little bit even more. I noticed that something felt a little bit off. Something was missing in this Sephora.
Like what?
You know how you walk into a Sephora anywhere else in the world and they got gay dudes out the wazoo on the ads. They got James Trout, they got Jeffree Star, they got like all of them. There's not a single one on the ads here.
Makeup by Mario? Where the fuck is Mario?
Like, damn. Like, where did they go? All right, looked it up, found the answer. So, being gay and being trans is illegal here. So that would
Dubai,
explain the lack of Jeffree Star in the Sephora store. That's fucking crazy. It's really interesting how at every little turn, you peel back the curtain just a little bit, and there's something very dark and sinister right behind it. But Dubai chocolate though. But even if you're one of those psychopaths, it's like, I hate gay people, I hate trans people, but I'll stick a fork on my butt for fun. Be illegal to even give your girlfriend a smooch on the cheek in public. What the fuck? Like, if you can't smooch a man, you can't smooch a woman. What's the secret third thing?
I decided that I hated this area
Okay.
and wanted to find like a bite to eat closer
Tell
to
'em how
where
you
I was
feel.
staying. So I took a taxi, but on the way back, I noticed like bus after bus of these dudes all in the same uniforms in these like buses that didn't even look like they had like air conditioning. And my taxi driver was surprised to be dropping me off where he was dropping me off because he said that where I was staying was where something called labor camps were. To which I replied, "What are labor camps?" And he didn't really want to get into it, but he told me I shouldn't walk around the area that I was staying in. So
I feel like I should go like explore my neighborhood. My hood. I have no clue where I'm walking to right now. I'm just following this group of people. I'm guessing who are working like in the hospitality industry or construction, and they all got off and they're walking back to their camp. I've heard about these like infamous work camps.
Why
but
would
only
you
see with my
walk
eyes.
with them?
I
This
eventually
brother
found a
is,
stream of
very
people
brave.
all walking in the same direction and decided to follow them. And what I also found was a stream of piss. I walked in on this guy pissing in the bush, sorry. And then I started seeing signs that straight up said labor camp. Now, this is the part where I will attempt to describe how slavery exists in 2025 in the richest country in the world. Companies in
Well,
Dubai
not the richest
go
country,
to other
just the
countries
most
like India and say,
optically
hey
appealing.
Indians, would you like to come live in Dubai? We'll pay for all of your housing. People say, that sounds awesome. I'd love to live in Dubai. They fly to Dubai, all expenses
it's more
is
for an
paid.
investment,
They
like,
land,
a lot of
they take their passport away,
different
and they
pieces
say,
of
this
that.
is where you'll be staying from now on. It's a labor camp where there's 4 bunk beds in one tiny little basic broom closet, and you're about to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, in sometimes even 120-degree level heat. And if they ever want to leave, they just have to pay the company that flew them out an amount of money that they'll never actually earn from the job that they work. And so they live out their days in horrible and unsafe working conditions until many are
he's
driven to
frying them. Oh my god. Yeah, they're never letting you go back there.
These labor camps,
yeah,
as I mentioned,
he's on the list.
are the places that they
He
are
is officially
mandated
on
to
the
live
list.
at by their company. And by the way, these companies could be like construction companies, could be like hospitality companies, like hotels. But these labor camps make the Bonita Capsule Hotel look like the fucking Four Seasons.
What's crazy about these is these aren't like apartments. On the signs outside, they have the name of the company they work for, so it'll be like blah blah blah, blah construction. Like these are the places that the people who were like indentured to their company live. Their living arrangements all owned and organized by the company.
But where you think you would find like misery and broken spirits, I actually saw like a huge amount of like community, impromptu
Yeah, because they're in a
restaurants.
different place. Like the name itself, Dubai itself, they bring a whole different atmosphere and vibe. So
I'm so far off of the
conditions
path, bro.
and how
I don't
people
even
think
know how
about
to
certain
get back
things
to
are
like
definitely
the main
be
road. I have to take a dirt road to get here.
not the
It's
same
just
as how
quite
we look
jarring
at
to
it.
see how like Dubai's portrayed
Western
as this like
mindset.
perfect utopia, but like it takes this.
No.
It takes all of this. It takes these dudes working like 10, 12-hour shifts in like 110-degree heat
Bingo,
to come home
that
to labor
is
camps
most parts of
every single
society,
day
indeed.
to have that. This is a fucking Brandy Melville entrance.
You can find it in the U.S. You
Well,
can find that
you know
everywhere.
what
100%.
time it is now? After seeing one of the most dystopian things on this planet, time to try an authentic Dubai chocolate bar.
I finally got dinner that night. One Dubai chocolate square, and I ate it as another bus pulled up to drop off more migrant workers.
Bro, I was so excited to come home to a comfy bed. It's just me and Benita. I want to show like hang out if I want. Like if I'm like Benita, I got a blunt. Like you think she'll come smoke it with me?
Alright, nice and cozy. Wow.
I'm on the Arabian Peninsula right now.
I didn't know how to check out. Benita was nowhere to be found, so I just dipped and left the key in the door. I had one last day, so I thought, you know what? I'll just check out Dubai from like a brand new perspective.
It's so fucking early, and it's so hot out somehow still.
First on my list was checking out the Dubai World Islands. These are a set of man-made islands that were supposed to resemble all the different countries in the world, and then they were supposed to build things on these islands like resorts and houses, and then they went broke and didn't because of the 2008 financial crisis, except for one island, which was
That's
supposed to
so
have a beach
funny.
resort, except they shut that down too.
So I'm at the only remaining way to get to the World Islands, and the boat's not running. So maybe I was just saved from capsizing at sea. I'll take it as a sign.
So I decided to go
That's
to
right.
the
There we
other
go. What
giant
else we got?
man-made island that they destroyed an entire marine ecosystem for. The Palm Jumeirah.
They got one little dinky train to connect the whole palm. As someone that watches so many urban planning YouTube videos, this is the worst urban planned neighborhood I've ever seen in my life. Look at the palm here. Imagine you live here and you just fell down the stairs and you're bleeding out. You have to go all the way around, up and then down, all because they want to make a palm tree emoji in the fucking ocean.
Also, I was trying to enjoy my train ride, but this guy put his arm around me and kept touching my back, so it ruined my already amazing experience in Dubai.
Also, let me just say, like, I pride myself
in having an excellent British radar. Like I can clock when someone is British, but it is completely thrown off here because the second they open their mouth, the Russian, they're hitting me with the privyet, sikabliet, and I just don't know what they're saying.
I'm not
And
surprised.
surprise to no one, all the streets of Palm Jumeirah were just
Russian,
like
British,
McMansions filled with
obviously Arabic.
empty ghost streets with like not a soul walking them. That is except for their luxury hotels with private beaches.
I don't know. This whole place has a crazy fucking Epstein Island vibe to it. He would eat this place up. I'm
You know?
curious how far I can get into this place. Also, just a general rule of thumb, if you pull up to a place and they got a Gordon Ramsay themed restaurant, get out of there. Run! Get out of there!
It's a Wellington Wednesday.
I doubt
want
they.
a bed.
Also, this is like the
Wait,
least
whoa.
pedestrian-friendly place I've ever been in my fucking
Chill
life.
and Gordon,
The
man.
beach is right there. You gotta walk 2 miles.
I feel like I'm playing fucking Frogger right now.
Like, this is actually a pedestrian crosswalk. Also, there's no beach. To get actual beach, you have to stay at the, like, $3,000 a night hotel. Here, we got rocks. We got so many rocks.
And as I watched the sunset on the beach outside
Yo,
of
he
the
is a-
Atlantis
he's a
Hotel,
character,
I
man.
saw bus after bus of workers who had just clocked out of the hotels, workers who were building the next big resort, getting bused back to their slave quarters. And also this guy, who was just catching a fucking vibe, I guess.
God, it feels so fucking weird, like, knowing exactly where those buses are going and where they're coming from. There's so many.
Like, I do want to clarify. I am sure that not everyone that is involved in the hospitality industry, the construction industry, or any other industry like that is
The
trapped,
conditions
is
are
what,
not
like human rights
up
groups would call
to
a slave. But I would say that even
standard.
if there's 2 people, 1 person that is under those conditions, you need to seriously rethink the entire fucking system that set this up, that allows for this
I
to
mean,
exist.
most
As
systems
the sun
are
goes down on my last day in Dubai, I thought, you know what?
more of a.
Let's get
are
one
the
last
conditions
look at this
improving
wretched
all?
place from another observation deck. I'm on like the
Compared to,
shaft of the
compared
penis
to
right now,
decades ago,
so
obviously,
I'm gonna
right?
get a good view of all of the man-made monstrosities below. All right, well, let's go up.
The entrance was like this fake LED aquarium thing. And then they had this diagram on the floor of how they built it, how they dredged up like millions of pounds of coral to just like put McMansions on it. But then they finally let me go up. Surprise, surprise! It was another view of a shitty real estate project with mediocre food. But at least I finally got a meal. I had about 4 hours until I had to go to the airport, and it dawned on me that I hadn't done a single thing that actually brought me joy or fun since I was in Dubai. So I was like, maybe there's a rave or something. Maybe there's nightlife in Dubai.
Now, one issue that's missing here that I'll probably never experience, knock on wood. Where's a tree? I need a tree. Knock on bush. Actually has happened in this club behind me. I read this horrific story of this woman who was an influencer who was human trafficked from the club behind me. They found her bleeding with broken bones on the side of the road like days later. And that is just one example of the many stories I've read since about women facing human trafficking in Dubai. And like, I'm gonna go in though. Check out the vibe.
And it was
Wish you
fucking
luck.
terrible. There was not a soul in there, and I wasn't even that early. And when I went to the bartender, he was doing this for like 2 minutes before I could even order a drink.
That place was whack as fuck. I've never been more ready to leave a place in my life. Even their metro has like a regular and then like a first class for the train, for the subway, mind you. I'm never coming back here again. Should I just like try and get into
Dubai,
the
I
gold
mean,
car?
it might have passed its
Exclusive
time
24 karat
in
matcha
2019,
Dubai
2023.
I'm
That was the time.
about to leave Dubai.
Maybe 2017
forever.
to 2023, but
I don't think he'll come back. So let me just soak up the last few moments in the UAE.
gravitas
Okay, I'm good.
is just
Let's go.
As I leave,
not there.
I can't help but harbor this feeling that like I get to leave. Like that's like a luxury that you can leave here. That's like not the case for so many people.
I don't think I've ever been to like a more pointless place in the world. Like, there is
Honestly,
no need for
I'm gonna
any
be
of this
honest,
to be
this
here.
might be a
What I really hope
worse,
you take away
a
from
bad
this
take.
is if
Just
you've
go to
ever
Atlantic City
seen
or
someone go to
go to
Dubai
Vegas.
and thought,
Dubai
maybe
can be
I would like
substituted
to go
by
to
a lot of
Dubai. I hope you
islands,
understand that Dubai is
even
just
in the
North
Western
Korea with a
Hemisphere
Gucci
alone,
belt
or
on.
just
However, the
upper
one
top
good
of
thing that
Americas,
happened while
but
I was there was I remember
go to
that
Atlantic City,
in
go to
this
Vegas.
Western world we benefit
beach walk
so
plus,
much from the sacrifices made by
environment, good
people that will
vibes.
never meet thousands of miles away in developing countries. But Dubai has all of that together in one place. Like, you have the most insane and extreme opulence and extravagance, and then you go 20 minutes down the street and you have the humans that prop all of that up and are the
Yeah.
only reason why that exists.
What a beautiful video and a beautiful soul. This guy has really good vibes, and I actually think he's a really good creator, 1,000,000%. Now, what I'll say is I am hungry. 2, a good different perspective. It's not antagonistic, but it is a very, very different perspective on Dubai's culture, the current I would say view of like those looking to visit now, because again, Dubai has always had a good name. So, but every place I think it comes and goes in phases. Like, even in the US, you'll have different states that'll have like different periods of like relevance. So this part is pretty good. He did a good job with this video. Dope video. And that is a wrap, folks.